Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys had a great holiday and a great New Year's. When you're seeing this, it'll be 2020, so Happy New Year. But I am actually filming this December 23rd, so I'm still in 2019. I'm not there yet. I don't know how my holiday's going yet. I know that it's gonna rain and I know that I have a bunch of family stuff to do, so thanks rain for being here. But I don't do anything for New Year's any year, so it's gonna be the same old. I think I work. That's new to my 2019 beauty favorites. These are products that I used in 2019, so not necessarily they came out in 2019. I used them in 2019 because as a beauty person, I can't buy everything that comes out when it comes out. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. So it could take me months to get a product because I'm saving for it, because I buy everything on my own. I don't get anything sent to me. I want to make the title what I tried in 2019 because some of these products didn't come out in 2019 and it just took me a really long time to actually get them because they're expensive and they didn't come to me right when they came out. That's what I want to really talk about, is that in 2019, I think that I never have seen more makeup products come out than this year. One right after the other. So it didn't really give us time to use product, to try product out. So I tried my best to get as much as I could, but I'm just one person. I can't try every single little thing. So I am hoping that you guys enjoyed this beauty favorites and enjoy what I tried out. So let's just get started with it. I'm going to start off with brows and eye primer because I only have one in each category that came out this year and actually tried. So the Anastasia Dip Brow Gel, I think this is so beautiful. I will link my eyebrow tutorial that I did with this. It's a beautiful product. I definitely like it over the brow done with a pencil or a pomade. Alone, it's not my favoritist, but it's still a really good product. And then the Anastasia eye primer that came out, I definitely will still use concealer over this because I forget that I have it. I do have a full size, but I just don't know where it went. So I use this in all of my Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina Volume 3 palettes, and I'll put that up here as well so you guys can see that video. And you guys will see my opinion on it. Do I think it's necessary? Not really, but it's a cute little eye primer, you know, so definitely want to check it out. You can. I'm going to go on to eyeshadow palettes because then I do my eyeshadow after that. So the first eyeshadow palette I have, it's no surprise, is the Norvina Volume 3 palette. Let me open it up for you. It is this beautiful palette here. My god, this palette like spoke to me so much that I remember when I bought it, I was like conflicted because I was like, wow, I have so many palettes like that, but the packaging is so luxurious. The shadows are pressed pigments and they're beautiful. Like B3, this like hot pink shade, everything and more. C2, that one, C2. These shadows scream to me more than anything, just warm tones, and I needed to have it, and I did a whole video on it, and it's just a beautiful palette. It just blew me away. It was a great palette of 2019. A collab that came out in 2019 was Physicians Formula Butter Collection times Casey Holmes. So if you don't watch Casey Holmes, I don't know what you are doing with your life, but she's an amazing person. I do like watching both her vlog channel and her beauty channel, which sometimes, like, not all the time do I like a beauty blogger's beauty channel and vlog channel, but for her, the way she talks, the way she explains things is just so beautiful. But I'm gonna just show you what the collab looks like. This little plastic thing doesn't come off, by the way, so don't think I like kept it because I wanted to. It just doesn't come off. And it also has a lippy, which is in my lippy drawer, and I don't know where exactly it is, but it's alright. It comes with a lippy. It came with the perfume, but the perfume, you know, it's too much. I get headaches with it. These colors of eyeshadows are beautiful. She did such a great job with this collab. This highlight is honestly so gorgeous. Blush, so gorgeous. This bronzer is a little bit too dark for me. She's a little bit, you know, she's self-tan, so she had to get a darker shade, but I think that this collab was gorgeous. I will link this video as well right here so you guys can see it. Another palette that I loved is the Makeup Shack Rainforest palette, and I haven't used this on my channel, but I've used it for looks on my page, Instagram page. And let me tell you, this honestly, when this came out, everyone was saying that this looks exactly like the James Charles palette. I will be doing a review of this palette and the James Charles palette in a video so you guys can see how similar they are, because I did one last year, this year, well in 2019. I did one, but then my brother walked in, the the audio went out. It was just bad. But this palette is so gorgeous. Like this green right here is so vibrant. They work so well. Don't need a like dry eyeshadow primer. They work with whatever you have on your eyelids. It's an amazing palette, and it's only like $12.99 I think. Makeup Shack is so underrated. I know that the brushes are really good too, so definitely check them out. Oh man, this palette. The Jawbreaker palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This palette screams more to me than a lot of palettes, okay? The Nervino one and this one is definitely my favorite. Like this color right here, this color right here. Oh my god, this palette is gorgeous and just does things for me. I love this palette. If you've been wanting this palette, definitely pick it up because it just changes my makeup game, and I did a whole video on this one too, and I show you guys different looks and they look beautiful. And the looks that I did with this palette were some of the best looks I've ever done on my channel and on my page, in my opinion. So this palette just is beautiful. So this is another palette favorite of mine. This is the Smoke Sessions palette from Mel Cosmetics, and I'm gonna try to show you guys what it looks like, but no promises. That's what it looks like. Hopefully it's in frame, I'm not sure. But the blues on this side, they're my life. They're beautiful blues. The problem I have with Mel Cosmetics, the only downside about this palette, the shadows break so easily, but that is for most of the palettes that they have that have these beautiful pressed shimmers in them. The pressed shimmers, like these ones and like these ones over here, they'll crack super easily. They're not really good palettes to travel with. Beware of that when you buy these palettes, that they may come shattered or they'll shatter just at your house. And they're just really soft shadows, and they're very pigmented. So that's one thing I want to say, is that these palettes are very pigmented. They bring so much color, but they're very messy, they're very crumbly, and they break very easily. A drugstore palette. This is the Sun Blazing palette by Flower Beauty. Let me open it up for you guys. I used it on my eyes today. It's such a beautiful palette to have. It's just a warm tone, has a beautiful yellow. This yellow actually attracted me to the palette. It was just so beautiful. It is a little bit crumbly and kind of washes away really fast, but if you're on a budget, definitely try to pick this up from like a Walmart or a Ulta. I know that they're discontinuing these because this palette I can't really find anywhere else. I found it on sale at Walmart. They're definitely either discontinuing the brand or they're just trying to make it an online brand. I'm not sure. Drew Barrymore hasn't said anything about it, but it's definitely a palette you need to get. So for lashes, I didn't really try anything I liked in 2019. The ones I'm wearing are Brazier from Kiss Lashes. I'll link them down below if you want to check them out. I'll link other ones from Kiss that I like, but I don't have the packaging with me. I threw them away, or they were just like, I used them a lot and I just had to throw them away because they were too used. But lashes are definitely hard for me because I don't like to splurge on them. I just get drugstore ones, but they don't last me very long. They're only like $5, so I might as well just buy the drugstore ones. I don't know. I'll link some down below so you guys can check them out if you want to see some of the ones I tried. We're going to move on to face primers. The first primer I tried was a Milk Makeup Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Now, I think that this is such a great primer if you want things to stick to your face really well. You do have to let it sit for a minute, and it does the job really nicely. I've never tried a primer like this. Out of all the primers I've tried, this is definitely one that I really do enjoy. Here's a bougie primer, the Tatcha Silk Canvas. This came out this year, I believe, as well. I got a mini size because I'm not paying $70 for a primer. That's just ridiculous. I'm almost out of it, as you can see. It is a pore filling primer in my opinion. I know some people just use it for like the whole face to try to combat oil. I don't think this does that for me, but it definitely fills in my pores. Do you need to buy a primer this expensive? No, because there is drugstore ones that do the same thing, but this definitely has skincare benefits. It really does help, and I really do enjoy it under makeup. So I did love this primer that I tried. Foundation. I only did 2 foundations. The first foundation I loved was the Light Illusion Luminous Makeup Nude Skin Feel by Flower Beauty. I don't know, again, if the skin discontinued, but this is a beautiful foundation and I love it. It's so dewy, so amazing. It changed my life. Another one that changed my life is a NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. This is the perfect color for my skin tone. I've never found a foundation that has matched more than this foundation here. I used it for my graduation. I did everything. I remember I went to Ulta. We literally pumped every single foundation on my skin, and this one just was the right match for me. It's a beautiful foundation. It is a mattifying foundation. So during the winter time, I do wear this one, and then summertime, warmer times this one. They're definitely beautiful foundations, and definitely check them out if you can find flower one, but you can find this one at Ulta. A foundation that I tried in 2019 that wasn't my favorite, but I definitely think so many people liked it, and definitely give it a try, because we won't know if it works on you if you don't try it, I guess. Fenty Beauty came out this 2019. The Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. This is too pink on me, even though it looks yellow or neutral in the bottle. It's too warm. I don't like this foundation at all, actually. I think it's a really drying foundation. I will only use this during the summertime on my forehead and on my nose, and then other foundations around my face. Fenty Beauty definitely came out with a punch this year. They definitely had beautiful shade ranges, better than anyone has come out with in a long time. It was a brand of the year, I think. They did a really good job. So we're going to move on to concealer. So the first concealer is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer. I don't use this concealer as much anymore because it's too light on me, but it's a beautiful concealer and it just does its job. Definitely check this concealer out. Another concealer I loved was a Too Faced multi-use sculpting concealer. I don't know if I talked about it last year, but I'm going to talk about it again. Bombest concealer I've ever tried, and it's so creamy, so beautiful. You do have to set this. It's just an amazing concealer. Two other concealers I tried. The Juvia's Place concealer. This year was really about the big applicators. They definitely took over the Tarte Shape Tapes applicators. This is a little bit too yellow for me, but I still use it because I love it. It's just so creamy. It does remind me of the Too Faced one, but it has a big applicator just like that one as well. And it's a beautiful concealer, and it does wonders. I think my favoriteest concealer of 2019 has to be the Kylie Jenner Skin Concealer. I did a whole video on this as well, and I honestly think that this was the best concealer I've used in 2019. It reminds me of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. It's definitely more full coverage than that one, but it just reminds me of it. It has a texture. It's creamy. It's super nice. It's not super drying under the eyes, which some of the other concealers feel like. The Fenty one is a little bit drying, but this one is super light, super creamy. And Kylie Jenner was also somebody that came out with a lot of stuff in 2019, but I feel like this was a great product. One cream product I did like was the Flower Beauty Instant Blur Stick Foundation Stick. I love this side, the foundation stick, really to contour my face and make it look so beautiful, so warm. I love this. If you know me, I like to use foundation sticks to contour and bronze because it's so much easier to blend out. It just looks more natural. I do like regular contouring sticks, but not as much as foundation sticks. So we're gonna move on to powders. First powder is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Powder. I have a mini in butter because the one in banana is too dark. I haven't tried this one yet. I think it was a beautiful powder and it just sets your eyes beautifully. These are supposed to have tint in them, so you have that more brightening effect. Definitely this is a brightening effect kind of powder, so if you want brightness under here, definitely check these out. These are beautiful. Another drugstore powder that I found this year was a number 7 Perfect Light Loose Powder. I think that this powder is actually gorgeous. It does so many good things. I kind of felt like it was giving me flashback for a little bit, so I stopped using it, but I think it was because I was using it with another powder that didn't work. So I'm definitely going to give this one another try, but when I did use it and I didn't feel like that, it was a beautiful, beautiful powder. The powder that changed the game for me is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Setting Powder in Sahara. This is a beautiful powder to get all your pores super flat looking. Like it makes your pores look flawless. And this powder, I just put it right here and boom, my pores are no longer there. A powder that I thought I was not gonna like, but I surprisingly love is the Kylie Translucent Powder. This powder does not leave any white cast or anything. It's so beautiful, so great, and it's just a beautiful powder. And I thought she wasn't gonna come out with a good powder. I was like, no, it's not gonna work. Don't judge the book by its cover. Definitely check this out. I'm gonna go on to blush. The only blushes I tried this year were the Flower Pots by Flower Beauty and Wild Rose and Sweet Pea. These are beautiful formulas. I'm wearing Sweet Pea right now. It's just gorgeous formula. Oh my god. I wish I got more of these, and hopefully I can find them on sale again because they're amazing. Highlights. Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Highlighter in Hustler Baby. This is a beautiful highlight. It is literally life in a little compact. It's beautiful. I'm not wearing it today. I'm wearing actually a Morphe one that I think I talked about last year. It just changes lives, honestly. Okay, highlighting palette that you need to get is the Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe highlighting palette. I know so many YouTubers talked about this at the beginning of the year. Like, I remember people were like, oh my god, this is like, you need this. And I'm like, you know, don't need to get it. I found it on sale and it's the most beautiful palette. Like an actual palette that I found that just has beautiful beaming from within. But like this one, I feel like the middle one is like beaming within. Like you could just put it on, it's not too much. But you add the two other ones, these two the side ones, and it changes your highlight game for sure. So if you can find this one, pick it up. Setting sprays, the only one I tried this year was the Morphe one. I'm out of it now. There's nothing in here, and honestly it was an okay setting spray. I definitely like my Urban Decay one better. I did purchase a new one, thank Jesus. It was okay. I wouldn't say it was like the best thing ever, but I did use it all year and I did really enjoy it most of the time. Lippies. The Kylie Jenner matte lipsticks are some of my favorites. Here are the colors I have. So Yes Baby, Lovely Dovely, and Almost Friday. They're beautiful matte colors and they're actually beautiful lipsticks to wear. And then another brand is the Dose of Colored liquid lipsticks. They grew on me. They weren't that my favorite at first. Okay, so these are the ones. They're so beautiful. They do dry down matte and they're just the nude colors that I need every single day. And the lippy that took the award of the year, the best lippy of 2019, was the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint in Uncuffed, which is that lippy right there. It is gorgeous and does everything that I want. I definitely have nudes here that are my staple everyday nudes, and then I have this one which is like a mauvey nudie color that I love. So those were all of my 2019 favorites, but I'm going to talk about my 2019 fails. Things that I've tried, there's not very many that I tried that I was like, why here? You know? Oh man, I love this person and I'm just so sad I didn't like his products. So Jeffree Star this year came out with concealers and powders and I was all for it. I'm on board. When people come out with powders and concealers, I always buy them together to try them out to see if I love them, because those are actually my favorite things. He came out with the Magic Star concealer, the Magic Star powder, and they're the worst thing I've ever tried in my life. I actually hate these products so badly. This is like a matte concealer. Like this is like a Tarte Shape Tape but a thinner formula. Think of this concealer as a thinner formula version of Tarte Shape Tape and so matte. And then you have a white powder. The finest white powder I ever used in my life and the most drying powder I've ever used in my life. It smells like cake, which is not my favorite thing to smell all the time, and it leaves a white cast on my skin. It's not a good powder. White cast and super drying doesn't go to. But I love Jeffree Star. I talked about the Jawbreaker palette. I just think that sometimes I don't like things that everyone comes out with. Oh, this Flower Beauty, what is this? The matte Miracle Matte Powder. Worst thing in the world. Packaging fail. Oh, and like, look at that. This is like a thinner version of freaking Jeffree Star's powder. Like, you can't even feel this powder on your hand. That's how thin it is. It's like, feels just not good. A foundation that I did not like this year. I have like, it's like I have a love-hate relationship with it. It's like, ugh. The Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation. Some days I like it, some days I don't. Some days it looks beautiful. Other days I'm like, why do I keep using it? It did me so dirty on Thanksgiving. It looks so bad, but as you will see in my empties video, it looks flawless. It's like, why? Like, you need to be this mean all the time? It's super yellow. It's not a good color on me, and I don't know why I keep using it. I might just retire it. It is the most full coverage foundation, so I'd like to cover my hyperpigmentation with this, but then like you have to put more foundation, so it's very cakey, but definitely one of the most failed foundations of 2019. I hope you guys enjoyed my 2019 favorites that I've tried and fails that I had. I know that some of these products didn't work for you and may not have worked for you in 2019, but I have such weird skin that sometimes I'm shocked that things work on me. But I really did enjoy everything I talked about and really had concerns for things I didn't like. I hope that 2020 brings whatever you guys wish for and whatever you guys want. 2019 was definitely a year for me of learning, of some sadness and depression, and of new beginnings. It was definitely a year that tested my patience and things that I didn't think that I would be tested on. So I really hope 2020 is a better year. But I will see you guys in my next video. I think it's going to be in my empties because I already have it edited and up. So I hope you guys liked it, this one, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.